Like my demonstration, I want you guys. Alright. Is that a fucking 320?
Yep.
Alright. God damn it, dude. Get this gun off my range. Don't bring it back on range.
Get this thing out of my class. Shot fired, undesired. Oops, now I got a hole in my boot, but it could have been a whole lot worse. Got hit with the 320 curse. Stickers running for the hills, taking copium pills, but it's them that's gonna leave in a hearse. Chicago PD drops a 320, gonna cost them way too much money. When even Shire says no thanks, you know you got a problem. Got a sales rep column, $1 million is no small price. Gonna burn a hole in your pocket, worse than the sickest dishonorable discharge. Is that a P320? Bro, is that a fucking Sig P320? Oh, is that a fucking Sig P320? Is that a P320? Get this thing out of my class and don't come back. Is that a P320? Bro, is that a fucking Sig P320? Don't come back. It's gotta be 320. Oh, is that a fucking Sig P320? It's gotta be 320. Oh, get this thing out of my class. Shots fired, undesired. Oops, now I got a hole in my boot, but it could have been a whole lot worse. Got hit with the 320 curse. Stickers running for the hills, taking copium pills, but it's them that's gonna leave in a hearse. Chicago PD drops a 320, gonna cost them way too much money. When even Shire says no thanks, you know you got a problem. Got a sales rep column, $1 million is no small price. Gonna burn a hole in your pocket, worse than the sickest dishonorable discharge. Is that a P320? Bro, is that a fucking Sig P320? Oh, is that a fucking Sig P320? Is that a P320?
Is that a fucking 320?
Yep.
Alright. God damn it, dude. Get this gun off my range. Don't bring it back on range. God damn it.
You know, there seems to be a cycle with the 320s. You have a P320, someone says it explodes and goes off randomly, it's debunked / written off as incompetence, and then another video drops of a P320 going off in holster. And the cycle repeats over and over and over again. Now, the inciting incident is this one right here. This is the thing that kicked it all off. This is from Achilles Heel Tactical, which is, I believe they do training and instruction, that sort of thing. I'd never heard of them before today when this got shared around. Midwest 2A is showing off his pride flag. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And we'll just let this one play.
Like my demonstration, I want you guys. Alright. Is that a fucking 320?
Yep.
Alright. God damn it, dude. Get this gun off my range. Don't.
So the gun goes off in the guy's holster. That is the story. I believe it is an X5 Legion. Some other people added some additional context to it. So this is the guy in the blue shirt at the 7-second mark. Talked to the guys next to the shooter whose gun discharged, the RSO / hosts that were behind watching the line, and the guy whose gun went off. The guy didn't have his hands anywhere near the gun when it went off. The guy got extremely lucky. There was a hole in the side of his boot, which is crazy. Barely missed actually hitting his foot. One of the best and worst days of that guy's life. It also was not a stock Legion. It was at least a Spectre comp, as it had a flush fit comp, and the frame was Cerakoted or an aftermarket frame. Holster was a T1C, timber concealed MSB, if I recall correctly. Then somebody commented on one of Ben's videos. Ben did a video on this morning. Not a very flattering screenshot, but the comment is good. So this is Insta Nanners, who is the photography guy for Achilles Heel Tactical. He also does his own like media company. He comments on there saying, "Hey, I'm AHT's media director, the one who filmed this. It was a X5 FCU and a Gray Guns trigger and slide. I also exclusively shoot P320s and have for 5+ years. I am now switching after seeing this firsthand and realizing it was not user error and the gun was not touched at all." So this is a hardcore SIGA. This guy has been repping SIG for 5+ years on the 320. Not quite a early adopter, but he's had some serious time on it and switching after he has one go off in class. And man, like I have a 320 on my desk. It's unloaded, of course, but it is not very confidence inspiring. So actually, before we move on, we're gonna watch that one just so that everybody have.
God damn. Like my demonstration, I want you guys. All right. Is it a fucking 320?
Yep.
All right. God damn it, dude. Get this gun off my range. Don't bring it back.
Yeah, that is not a good time for anybody. Now that little meme song that I made, that will be uploaded by itself to the Out of Focus Clips channel. I think it's already there, just undergoing checks for monetization or whatnot. But that should be up later. So if you want just that intro song, it should be up there at some point. All
Eventually
right.
going to create our own SIG playlist.
Yeah, well, we actually will eventually, because I think we have 2 so far, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have the coping and seething one. We have the SV89 one or the West one. I forget who made that one, but yeah, we have a couple dedicated SIG ones. We have, I think, 7 years ago now at this point, the Chicago Police Department puts the P320 on the list of approved duty pistols. This is an article from 2018 from guns.com going over it. If you're not familiar, the Chicago Police Department, I think, is the second largest in the nation with approximately 12,000 police officers, which makes them like top 20 well-funded militaries in the world, or top 50 or something like that. I know New York's is something ridiculous. Like New York City's their police force has like the budget of like many smaller countries' militaries, which is quite funny.
Yeah.
But they have 12,000 officers, and the P320 was put on the list of approved duty pistols. And then just the other day, this article was getting shared around. And I did a video on this earlier that'll be coming out tomorrow on the Gun.Deals channel. But I was trying to find the source. Where are these people actually getting this information from? This article claims, as of a week ago, Chicago cops slammed with sudden ban on the Sig Sauer P320, and the officers will pay the price. So they are alleging that the 320 is getting kicked out of the Chicago PD. So up to 12,000 officers. Obviously, not all 12,000 carry the P320, but those that do, it will be banned from service in their PD. Yes, I did find the sauce. We will go over that in just a second. So, in a move that's rocking the rank and file, the Chicago Police Department has abruptly banned the use of the once trusted SIG P320 pistol as an authorized duty weapon. The order came down swiftly, leaving thousands of officers scrambling. The official reason? Alarming reports that the weapon can fire without the trigger being pulled. The SIG P320 has a documented pattern of discharges, which is not a great phrase, many occurring while holstered. Lawsuits are piling up, and the manufacturer continues to deny fault, but the incidents are too numerous, too consistent, and too dangerous to ignore. Richard, do you remember specifically how many days it's been since it ended?
A little over 2 weeks, maybe 3. I would have to check the exact specifics.
So we're 2 to 3 weeks after it ended, and now, the decision made at the top, my little heart. So we will go through the actual video because there is a source for this. And it is this video from the FOP Chicago Lodge number 7. This gentleman has apparently inside information, and he goes over it in his TGIF 173 video, right? So this is the source. I think the first 4 minutes cover everything of interest. So we're just going to mostly just let it play and comment where we need to.
All right.
All right, TGI Friday. Let's start out with this SIG 320 issue. To all officers carrying a SIG 320 as a primary or secondary weapon, we are aware that the Advisory Committee for Chicago Police Department has voted to basically stop approving use of that weapon going forward. The department is currently apparently trying to figure out how to implement that recommendation. New hires and recruits will not be allowed to purchase that weapon, but existing members, they're trying to figure out how to phase them out. Seems ridiculous while we're having a conversation in City Hall today about liability and police tactics and lawsuits, that this department would not have a plan to basically immediately cease use of a weapon that they voted to discontinue and have a plan to reimburse members to purchase a different weapon. to meet compliance, but they don't. We've been aware of this process for a few weeks now. We made an initial suggestion to the department to try and expedite the process, but apparently nothing in this city moves at any realistic pace of progress. So where we're at now is Management Labor Affairs was sent a secondary and basically final offer that officers carrying that as a primary weapon should receive reimbursement up to $1,000 for a new weapon.
So to kind of round things out, to make it a little more succinct from this gentleman, essentially, it's already been decided, apparently, by the guys in the background that it's going to be banned. Now they're arguing about money. How do we replace all of these officers? Because, again, they have 12,000 total officers. Not sure how many actually use the P320, but where is the money going to be coming from to actually replace these guys' primary weapons if we ban them, right? Because they have to carry something. It ain't going to be a 320 anymore, so where is that going to be coming from? And now, as you can imagine, Chicago's got some problems, right? So they spend millions and millions of dollars on all sorts of other problems, but fixing their officer's main weapon is apparently not a big enough concern for them.